Imagine finding an ordinary-looking penny that has been sitting unnoticed for decades, and then realizing it could completely change your financial situation. The 1927 Liberty Lincoln penny is one of those coins that might turn the tables for you. If you have this coin, it might turn the tables for you. So stick around till the end of this video to learn its price and how you can sell it. The 1927 Lincoln penny was minted during a period of remarkable growth and transformation. In the United States, the Roaring Twenties were in full swing, with technological innovations, cultural shifts, and economic expansion shaping the nation. Coins from this era reflect not just monetary value but also a rich historical. On the front of this coin, you'll find the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Introduced in 1909, this design marked the first time a real person appeared on a regular US coin, making it both revolutionary and symbolic. The reverse features the classic wheat ears, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, which is why these coins are often called wheat pennies. The 1927 penny was struck at multiple mints, and depending on where it was produced, its rarity and value can change significantly. Coins without a mint mark were produced in Philadelphia, while those bearing a D or S came from Denver and San Francisco respectively. Mint marks play a huge role in collector demand, and certain varieties are much harder to find today, especially in excellent condition over time. Many of these pennies were lost, damaged, or heavily circulated, which makes uncirculated or well-preserved pieces highly desirable, and minimal wear can make this penny worth far more than its face value. Collectors pay close attention to grading, and high-grade examples can fetch impressive sums at auctions. Another factor that can push the value even higher is the presence of rare minting errors. Variations like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchette flaws are eagerly sought after by specialists. A single error coin can sometimes be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its uniqueness and condition. This coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a small artifact that connects us to the energy and optimism of 1927 America. Whether you inherited it, found it in a jar, or came across it unexpectedly, it's worth examining closely before letting it go. Comment price in the comment box and I will tell you its exact story of the Liberty 5-cent coin from the year 1985. A piece of history that might be hiding in plain sight, in your collection or even in your spare change. If you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around until the end of the video to discover its surprising value and learn how you can sell it the right way. The 1985 Liberty 5-cent coin belongs to a remarkable chapter in the history of American coinage. By this time, the Jefferson nickel had already become a well-established part of everyday commerce in the United States. Introduced in 1938, the design featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse had remained largely unchanged for decades, symbolizing stability and national identity. The 1985 issue carried this legacy forward during a period when the country was experiencing significant economic and cultural shifts. The mid-1980s were a time of technological advancements, growing consumerism, and a strengthening U.S. economy. Against this backdrop, the Mint continued to produce the Liberty 5-cent coin using the traditional copper-nickel composition. This durable alloy ensured that the coins would withstand decades of circulation while maintaining their distinctive appearance. Millions were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and their widespread use made them an integral part of everyday transactions. From vending machines to grocery store counters, what makes the 1985 Liberty 5-cent coin particularly interesting is its role in bridging two eras of numismatics. On one hand, it represents the classic Jefferson design that remained a familiar sight for generations. On the other, it came just before a wave of renewed interest in collecting U.S. coinage. In the late 1980s and 1990s, collectors began paying closer attention to varieties, minting errors, and preservation quality, which means that 1985 Nickels in exceptional condition are now considered potential hidden treasures. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins without a mint mark. While those from Denver carried the D mint mark placed to the right of Monticello on the reverse. While standard strikes are common, the real excitement for collectors lies in identifying rare errors or varieties. Misaligned dies, double strikes, off-center strikes and die cracks are among the features that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Have you ever imagined that a simple 1-cent coin sitting quietly in your change jar could change your financial future? The 1972 Lincoln penny is one of those coins that can truly turn the tables for you. If you happen to own one, stick around until the end of this video because we are going to explore its history, the unique features that make it valuable, and how collectors are willing to pay serious amounts for the right piece. And at the end, I'll tell you how you can find out its exact price and how to sell it the right way. The 1972 Lincoln penny belongs to one of the most collected coin series in the world. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This design replaced the Indian head cent and became a symbol of American identity. By 1972, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for more than 6 decades, carrying the portrait of one of the most respected presidents in American history. The obverse features the familiar bust of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse still displayed the Lincoln Memorial, which had replaced the wheat stalks in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of his birth. The year 1972 is especially notable for coin collectors because of a famous double die error found on some Philadelphia mint coins. This variety displays strong doubling on the date and inscriptions, particularly on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." This doubling is clear and dramatic, making it one of the most popular modern double die cents. Because of this, certain examples can sell for impressive amounts. Depending on condition, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 2.5 billion pennies in 1972, while Denver and San Francisco added even more with their own mint marks. But despite the massive mintage, the double die obverse error was only found on a relatively small number of coins, which is why it remains sought after. Collectors love this variety because it's easy to identify without magnification, and it represents a classic minting error during a time when quality control was improving but not perfect. Condition plays a major role in determining value. Most 1972 pennies were used heavily in everyday transactions, leading to significant wear. Only coins that survived in high grades with sharp details and original mint luster attract strong collector interest. Uncirculated examples, with the famous double die error, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on grading. Even circulated examples with clear doubling can bring impressive prices when authenticated. Another reason the 1972 penny remains popular is its accessibility. Many collectors began their journey by searching through change, hoping to find one of these error coins. It represents the thrill of discovery, the idea that treasure might be hiding in plain sight. 1976. At first glance, it may appear to be just another Jefferson nickel, but once you look closer, you'll realize this small piece of metal carries decades of history, patriotic significance, and even hidden value that can make collectors' hearts race. By the end of this story, you'll see why this particular year's coin stands out. The Liberty 5-cent coin has a lineage that stretches back to the post-Civil War era. The first nickels appeared in 1866 with the shield design, symbolizing unity after a divided time in America's history. As the decades passed, the nickel underwent several transformations, from the Liberty head design of the late 19th century to the buffalo nickel that became iconic in the early 20th century. Finally, in 1938, the United States Mint introduced the Jefferson nickel, which would dominate the denomination. 1976 Liberty 5-cent coin belongs to this enduring Jefferson series. Its obverse, designed by Felix Schlag, features a dignified left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Schlag won a national competition to design the nickel in 1938, and his interpretation of Jefferson's likeness, and timeless pose reflect his legacy as a statesman scholar. And founding father. On the reverse side we see Monticello Jefferson's famous home in Virginia. This neoclassical building which Jefferson himself designed is more than just architecture, it is a monument to his vision and intellect. Monticello's presence on the coin ties Jefferson's personal achievements to the nation's broader history, making the 5-cent coin both a financial tool and a cultural artifact. The year 1976 was monumental for the United States. It marked the bicentennial, celebrating 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Across the country, celebrations, parades, and patriotic displays filled cities and towns, while some coins like the quarter, $50 and dollar received, acting as a quiet yet steadfast participant in the festivities. This decision to maintain the traditional design speaks volumes about the Jefferson nickel's iconic status. It was already a national symbol representing leadership, enlightenment, and stability. As millions of bicentennial celebrations unfolded, the 1,976 5-cent coins circulated widely, becoming silent witnesses to this proud moment in American history. Both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced 1976 nickels. Philadelphia coins were struck without a mint mark, while Denver's carried the small d beside Monticello. Together, they produced hundreds of millions of coins, ensuring that this piece of history reached nearly every American's pocket. The 1958 Lincoln penny is one of those coins that might just turn the tables for you. If you happen to own one, stick around until the end of this video because we are going to explore its fascinating history, why certain versions are so valuable, and how collectors are paying big money for the right piece. At the end, I'll tell you how you can find out its exact price and the proper way to sell it. The 1958 Lincoln penny is a coin that carries the final chapter of one of America's most beloved coin designs. It was the last year that the iconic wheat ears reverse was struck before the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. This makes the 1958 penny historically important because it marks the end of a 50-year era that began in 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's bust, while the reverse shows 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, a design that became a classic symbol of American coinage. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 252 million 1958 pennies, and the Denver Mint added over 800 million, marked with a small d under the date. While these numbers sound massive, not all 1958 pennies are equal. Most circulated coins are common and found in collections or old jars, but there are rare varieties and special conditions that can make a single penny worth thousands. The most famous is the 1958 double die obverse variety, an incredibly rare error with strong doubling on the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. Only a few authentic examples have ever been found, and they have sold at auction for astonishing amounts. Collectors prize the 1958 double die penny because it's considered one of the rarest modern Lincoln cent errors. Unlike some other double dies, this one is bold, dramatic, and easily visible even without magnification. Because so few were struck, it has legendary status among numismatists. High-grade examples of this variety have brought prices well into the 6-figure range, making it a true treasure hiding in plain sight for decades. Even outside of rare errors, condition plays a huge role in value. Most 1958 pennies saw years of circulation, leading to scratches, wear, and loss of original luster. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition, especially those preserved in brilliant red color, can sell for much higher amounts than worn pieces. Grading companies look at details like strike quality, shine dot, and the presence of bag marks to assign grades that directly affect market value. The year 1958 was also a turning point for the Lincoln series as the United States prepared for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The mint was planning the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, which would debut the following year. This shift means the 1958 penny sits at a historical crossroads between the early 20th century design. Imagine finding a single old penny in your collection. That could change everything for you. The 1930 Liberty Lincoln penny is one such coin that has taken collectors by surprise. If you have this coin, it might turn the tables for you. So stick around till the end of this video to know its price and how you can sell it. The 1930 Liberty Lincoln penny belongs to an era when the United States was facing the effects of the Great Depression. This coin carries not just monetary value but a powerful piece of history. It was minted during a time when the nation was struggling economically. Yet the penny remained a symbol of endurance, featuring the classic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the wheat ears on the reverse. This penny is a treasured piece for numismatists around the world. Collectors pay close attention to this coin because of its vintage design, age, and rarity in higher grades. The sharpness of the strike, the original luster, and the absence of wear can push its value far beyond its face amount. Coins that have been preserved carefully or found in old hoards can reach astonishing prices in the collector's market. One of the most fascinating things about the 1930 Liberty Lincoln penny is how small details can significantly affect its value. A slight mint error, an off-center strike, or a double die can turn an ordinary piece into a rare treasure. These varieties are highly sought after by experienced collectors who are willing to pay premium amounts for them. This penny is often found in circulated condition, but uncirculated examples with full details and bright surfaces are incredibly rare. Many were lost over the decades, making every surviving piece a valuable find. Whether you discovered one in a coin jar, inherited a collection, or stumbled upon it at a flea market, you could be holding something much more valuable than you think. So before you overlook this old penny, take a moment to check its details carefully. It might just be your ticket to a significant payday. Comment price in the comment box and I will tell you its value. And if you have a 2004 Liberty Quartar dollar lying around, this might be the moment that turns the tables for you. Many people ignore these coins, thinking they're just modern change. But some rare varieties of the 2004 Liberty Quartar have shocked collectors with their unexpected value. Stick around till the end of this video to find out exactly how much these coins can be worth and how you can sell them for top dollar. The 2004 Liberty Quartar dollar belongs to the popular 50-state quarters program, launched by the United States Mint. This program aimed to honor each of the 50 states with a unique reverse design, bringing new excitement to coin collecting and circulation. The year 2004 featured several beautiful designs, including Michigan, Florida, Iowa, Texas, and Wisconsin, each with its own unique details. Among these, the Wisconsin Quartar stands out in particular for a major error that turned an ordinary coin into a collector's treasure. The Wisconsin Quartar was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, but the Denver Mint produced some quarters with an extra leaf on the cornstalk, a design element that was never intended to exist. There are two error varieties known as the extra low leaf and extra high leaf. These varieties created a storm in the numismatic world because collectors rushed to find them in pocket change. A regular 2004 Wisconsin Quartar may only be worth its face value, but the error versions have sold for hundreds and sometimes even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and grading. Grading plays a crucial role in determining value. Coins in uncirculated condition, or those that have been certified by professional grading services, attract the highest prices at auctions and private sales. Even circulated coins with visible extra leaf errors can command impressive amounts from interested buyers and collectors. Aside from the Wisconsin era, 2004 quarters from other states can also have minor minting variations, double dies, and planchet errors. These are rarer, but if discovered, they can make your coin significantly more valuable. The key is careful examination of the details on both sides of the coin, including the lettering, mint marks, and reverse designs. Collectors are always looking for coins that stand out either due to rarity, condition, or historical significance. The 2004 Liberty Quartar dollar series has become a favorite among modern collectors because it combines artistic state designs with unexpected error varieties that keep the hunt exciting. Some of these coins have even been featured in major auctions, surprising sellers who initially thought they had nothing special. If you come across one of these quarters, it's important not to clean or alter it in any way, as this can reduce its value. Keep it in a safe place, and if you suspect it's a rare variety, consider having it authenticated by a reputable grading service, where rare discoveries and hidden treasures are revealed. Imagine holding a simple quarter in your hand, only to find out that this single coin could turn the tables for you in ways you never expected. Yes, the 2022 Liberty Quartar dollar with the famous E pluribus unum inscription and the Dr. Sally Ride design has surprised many collectors and casual finders alike. If you have this coin, you might be sitting on something far more valuable than its face value. So stick around until the end of the video where I'll tell you how you can find out its price and how to sell it the right way. The 2022 quarter is part of the American Women Quarters program, a special series launched by the United States Mint to honor influential women in American history. Among the honors, Dr. Sally Ride stands out as a symbol of inspiration, being the first American woman to travel to space in 1983. Her legacy was celebrated in 2022 through this unique quarter, which immediately caught the attention of collectors around the world. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by Laura Garden Fraser. This particular design is significant because it was actually created in 1932 but was never used on circulation coins until this special series. Its revival in 2022 added a powerful historical layer to the quarter's identity, making it stand out from previous issues. The reverse side is where this coin truly shines. It features Dr. Sally Ride looking through the window of a space shuttle, symbolizing her monumental journey and her role in inspiring future generations to reach for the stars. Around the design, the inscriptions United States of America, quarter dollar, E pluribus unum and Dr. Sally Ride frame the artwork beautifully, giving it a strong sense of national pride and historical significance. But what makes this quarter truly special isn't just its design. It's the fact that certain error coins and rare mint variations from the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride quarters have become incredibly sought after by collectors. There are known examples with double dies, striking errors, and high-grade uncirculated versions that have sold for impressive amounts in auctions. Even a tiny minting mistake can drastically increase the value. Coins struck slightly off-center, with misaligned dies, or with doubling in the lettering have been reported and verified. Some collectors have paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars for pristine or error versions. That's why checking your change carefully is more important than ever. This coin was minted in different locations including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins bearing the S-Mint mark are proof coins, usually struck for collectors and known for their mirror-like finishes. These proof versions, especially in perfect condition, can command significant premiums in the market. Uncirculated coins from regular mints can